You're looking at a spreadsheet of software subscriptions. 3 new AI tools were just approved this year alone. But if someone asked you exactly what business problem each one is actively solving right now, what would you say? For most mid-sized companies, AI adoption begins as a reaction. A competitor issues a press release, a vendor shows a polished demo, a team member starts experimenting, and suddenly, the organization is rushing to catch up. From the outside, it looks like you're keeping pace with the market. On the inside, you have scattered pilot programs, isolated experiments, and zero measurable return on the capital you've deployed. This pattern often starts when AI is funded from a fenced-off innovation or digital budget. When the money comes from a separate pot rather than a core business unit, no one takes accountability for the problem the tool was supposed to solve. Without a clear owner, the initial excitement inevitably fades. Teams stop logging in. And when you need to justify a high-impact technology investment next year, you'll be facing a board that only remembers this year's expensive detour. When your technology roadmap responds to external market pressure instead of internal business strategy, AI devolves into a highly expensive distraction. Evaluating your AI strategy starts with a health check. We are looking for 6 specific symptoms of organizational failure. First, multiple pilot programs are running across different teams, but no single owner is accountable for the actual business outcome. Second, AI initiatives are funded entirely from a detached digital budget, rather than a core department's profit and loss statement. Third, the executive team cannot name the top 2 specific business problems these tools are meant to solve this year. Fourth, the organization adopted tools because a vendor's demonstration looked impressive, rather than testing them against messy, real-world internal data. Fifth, success is tracked purely by access rates or employee logins instead of measuring tangible changes in business performance. And 6, AI software subscriptions are bypassing the standard, rigorous capital review and governance processes you use for all other major investments. Recognizing these symptoms proves that the barrier to ROI is a structural failure in the organization, not a limitation of the technology. Moving from diagnosis to a cure means adopting a simple, disciplined habit, passing every new idea through 3 strict gates before any money changes hands. Gate 1. What are the 2 or 3 most critical business priorities for the organization right now? This list should be entirely independent of technology. Gate 2. Which of those specific priorities can generative AI realistically and meaningfully support? Discard the rest. Gate 3. What is the exact quantitative metric we will use to measure the business change if the initiative succeeds? These 3 gates shift the internal conversation. You stop asking what cool things a tool can do, and you start asking how precisely it solves an operational bottleneck. An initiative that cleanly survives all 3 questions is a business strategy. One that fails even one remains an unjustifiable experiment. The reactive buyer wastes capital on isolated tools that never gain traction. The strategic planner builds measured operational momentum, starting with 1 clear problem and 1 measurable baseline. Perfection in these early stages is unnecessary. The goal is simply to establish a habit of deliberate justification before you commit resources. Take 5 minutes right now to write down your top 3 core business priorities for the next 12 months. Those priorities must fiercely dictate your AI roadmap. It never works the other way around. Commanding AI at the executive level always means ruthlessly tethering every new capability directly to a core business objective.